So, holy shit. I think this E3 is probably one of the best I've ever had the pleasure of witnessing. And before I get into everything else, I believe that this can perfectly sum up PlayStation's E3 conference. But this is going to be a more of a quick bullet list rundown of like my personal E3 like opinions and thoughts, because I am working on a Rocket League endeavor and also, more busy personal life as well. So first off, Black Ops 3. Again, I'm just not a Call of Duty guy. Maybe this will be the one that is like, Modern Warfare, the first one. I really just don't care anymore, though. Even if it is now like all somewhat exclusive to the PlayStation side, I don't care. There's been too many problems with the game itself in the past, and I just don't have anything else to say about it. But one of the funny things about this whole switching over from Xbox to PlayStation, superior side, is this hashtag going on Twitter called Xbox or We Riot or something like that. And it's all about Xbox people complaining that the PlayStation has the Call of Duty stuff now, and they're complaining, we wasted all our money. And I think this Twitter conversation with one of those Xbox people perfectly sums up this movement. Destiny. Oh my god. I don't even know. The only reason I'm putting this in my personal E3 thoughts is because the entire time Destiny was playing at the Sony PlayStation E3 conference was basically this.
Boo! Boo, Wendy! Boo, Wendy Testerburger! Boo! Boo! Boo, Wendy! Boo! Boo, Ben! Boo! Boo! Boo, Wendy! Boo!
Like, that's all I was thinking about the entire time Destiny was on screen. And for those who are wondering why, literally, long story short, Destiny, biggest disappointment ever. If you care more about my opinion on that, go to my Destiny playlist. I'm sure my anger and upsetness will be in there somewhere. Dishonored 2. This, of course, I'm excited for this. The first one made my Game of the Year list back in 2012, I believe, and I really love the trailer. I love how Emily's a controllable character now, but I still probably will play as Corvo. Nothing against Emily, nothing against, feminism, all that stuff. It's just that with the franchise, it established Corvo as your guy, and I'll probably, main or play as him first, and if there's trophies related to Emily, of course I'll go and play with her, but it looks, hopefully it's not, going to be just another knockoff sequel. Hopefully it's as good as what Arcane Studios did with the first one. Doom, oh my god, that, during Bethesda's conference, holy hell, that the game, Doom, the new Doom looks amazing. It looked, and I haven't played any of the previous Doom, so excuse my ignorance, but it looked like this Doom is like a combination of like Duke Nukem, Max Payne, and there was another one. There was another shooter that was all about waves of enemies and you having these ridiculous weapons. Serious Sam, I think it was. And it just looked pretty damn amazing. And when the you grappled with the enemies and you took his leg, broke it, and hit him with the face with it, that was amazing. I can't wait for Doom. Dreams, the new one by Media Molecule. This looked really, really unique and functional. It looked like it's like Little Big Planet was already play, create, share. This one looks like it's even more away from the physical boundaries of Little Big Planet. It's even more create anything you want out of any scenario. Use your imagination straight into the canvas. And as my fiance pointed out, it looks very creepy, but in a good way, when they were making that old man and stuff, but that's neither here nor there. It looks pretty awesome. The Elder Scrolls card game. Just like Destiny, this is on this list for more of a humorous note, but when it was being announced, before it was, Elder Scrolls strategy card game, I was imagining, no, wait, Gwent from Witcher 3 is going to be playable online, and then I realized, oh no, wrong publisher, so all my interest just crashed to the ground right there. But please, please, CD Projekt Red or Bandai Namco, whoever, please make Gwent playable online. I will pay like $10, $20 just for that expansion. Okay, a big one here. Horizon, the new Guerrilla Games game. It looked, oh my god, it looked amazing. And right from the bat, it looked like it was like Enslaved Odyssey to the West meets Binary Domain. Yet it has its own like a Fallout appeal to it. Like, you know, all these people, this advanced civilization, and then they're just gone, and you know, things go to like nature and become ruin, and the whole dino I don't even know, dino machine, dino giraffes or whatever was just, it was phenomenal. I mean, you're taking on this giant mech and you're just this you know, character with a bow and arrow and similar stuff, and you beat it. I mean, that got my heart pumping. Fallout 4. Oh my goodness. This, I know it was announced before, but this press conference like even blew it more out of the water. Fallout 4 looks amazing. I love the Fallout franchise. Number 3 was one of the best games I've ever played. It's easily up there, you know, in the top 5, top 10 all-time game list in my opinion. New Vegas wasn't as good, but it was still enjoyable. Played the hell out of it. Fallout 4 looks to be even better. It looks, you know, bigger. You can now do, you know, create your own areas. You can customize that. The story looks gripping. I mean, it's your typical beginning, you know, sadness happens and all that. It just, seriously, I would gladly ramble on about this if you guys care, but as I mentioned, this is more of a rundown bullet point list on personal E3 stuff, but Fallout 4 is like, you know, at the top of this year's E3 conference, even with the other announcements I'll get to in a minute. FF7 Remake. Okay, so I was more excited that it actually happened rather than wanting it to happen. And I know that sounds kind of messed up, but with it being teased for so long and rumored for so long and wanted for so long, that it just created like this own culture of, oh, it's never going to happen. And then it finally does, and you're just more excited that it actually did than you really wanted it. But hell, I really want it. I mean, unfortunately, due to an error or a glitch or whatever you want to call it, I was unable to finish Final Fantasy VII physically, but I know everything that happens and all that stuff like most gamers do. I think I only got to the end of Disc 2. I couldn't go on because of some glitching and stuff on the PS3, PS1's version, and I was basically screwed every turn I took. But it looks... as soon I was watching the press conference with my fiance, as soon as it happened, she said, "Oh, I know what this is. Come on, how do you not know?" And then once it panned out to show this, the complex, the city, I'm like, "Oh, this is no way! This is Final Fantasy VII Remake." And I'm like, "Holy crap!" And I didn't think it would be that, because when they were introducing it, they just got done announcing Final Fantasy or World of Final Fantasy, and then they said, "Oh, Square Enix worked on another title," and I was thinking another title that wasn't Final Fantasy, but I'm glad that was not the case. The crowd went wild. I'm like, towards the end of the video, I'm like, "Where's the crowd? Get the crowd in here. I'm sure they're going crazy." And it came, and the whole stadium, like half the stadium standing up clapping, you hear the screaming, and oh my god, that's probably one of the best E3 moments. Individually, that's gonna be done for a long time. For Honor, this is like Ubisoft's new IP. It looks like it's 4v4 PvP, kind of like League of Legends, but it's more warrior focused, not as magical as League of Legends is. And I am cautiously optimistic about this one the most, because it's a new IP, but it's such a unique take on like this whole PvP. But at the same time, it's like action adventure and stuff. So if the gameplay I saw at the conference is anything like it's gonna, finish, or like it's gonna finish out to be, then it looks really interesting, because you can, block, you can counterattack, and it looks to be like this more of a chess matchup in battles rather than having the best reflexes. Oh boy, Mass Effect Andromeda. Okay, so over, I think, like 2 million people know my opinions on Mass Effect 3's ending. So we'll just leave that in the dirt. But Mass Effect Andromeda, Takes place a very long time after the horrible trilogy ending. It's a completely different galaxy, which I liked because the other one, the first three were in the Milky Way. Now you're in the Andromeda galaxy. Of course, it's spacefaring. I'm gonna enjoy it even with the ending of Mass Effect 3. As long as BioWare doesn't hurt me again, I'm willing to forgive, but I'm not willing to forget. So this new Mass Effect game, just based on that trailer, I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I love the whole RPG space opera type thing. Just please don't hurt me again, BioWare. Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Oh my goodness, this one. Mirror's Edge, also top 5, top 10 like games of all time, maybe top 15. But this reboot, you know, not sequel, not prequel type thing. Really excited for this. I mean, it was one of the most undervalued, underlooked games of last generation. So I'm glad that this is getting so much hype now. I'm glad it's wanted so much. And I'm glad that the whole, 2-minute gameplay story trailer was that good looking. I unfortunately made the decision to scroll down on that video and view the comments. And there was, of course, these ridiculous claims of, oh, this game looks feminine Nazism or, just all that crap. And I just want to say, people, just because a game has a female protagonist doesn't mean it's like this feminazium bullcrap. I mean, from a male perspective, with all the male heroes in video games, we don't say, oh wow, this is, I don't know, men Nazism and they're, so manly and all this crap. No, we don't. I mean, seriously, just because one sex gets a female protagonist doesn't mean it's, oh, men are horrible, men are bad, blah, blah, blah. I mean, Jesus Christ, guys, we need to grow up. No Man's Sky. Oh my goodness, this is up there too with my most anticipated. This game is just phenomenal. It's like this never-ending sandbox. It's when they pulled out during the conference, Sony's conference, or PlayStation's conference, they pulled out and they said every single dot was a sun, and every single sun has multiple planets. So when they pulled out and it showed this like hundreds and maybe even thousands of suns just in this small space was phenomenal. And when they said that most of these, or not most of these, I think they said some of these won't even be explored ever. And that in itself is just mind-blowing. And not only that, but I think that No Man's Sky will be perfect for like Let's Players and all that because it's going to be so unique with each. I can't really say playthrough because from what I understand, your one playthrough won't even end, and just it looks so amazing. The textures, the art assets, the graphics, it looks amazing. I cannot wait. All right, this is the only non-gaming one I included here, but PlayStation Vue. I'm unfortunately not in one of the major city areas where it's available right now. But I'm so excited for this to eventually roll out mostly everywhere. It's PlayStation Vue is like the video cable streaming service, and unlike cable companies where they probably take down their shirts and rub their nipples like South Park implies, you can pick what cable channels you actually want to buy from PlayStation Vue. So if I wanted Comedy Central, I don't know, TNT, HBO, etc. You could have that. You could have just one channel. You could have just 50, assuming they have that much to begin with. But this, if Sony can nail this PlayStation Vue thing, it will revolutionize how people watch cable. Because frankly, right now, I don't even watch cable that much except for a few select shows. I use a lot of Netflix and Amazon Instant Video. And if PlayStation Vue can come to fruition and work, then literally, I think cable companies will only be good for internet and whoever still uses landline phones. But PlayStation Vue, if it can be done, I'm going to be so excited, and I can't wait to see what the future holds on that path. The Division, Ubisoft's The Division. As a friend on Twitter mentioned, it looked like it received a graphical downgrade, but I don't really care about that. I've never cared. And I'm kind of, disappointed that Xbox has like the early exclusive beta privileges and all that, but I mean, I'm still not excited for the Division. As long as it's what's been promised and what's been described, it's still going to probably be this amazing MMO slash shooter slash RPG type open world feel, and basically it's just that. I'm still excited for that type of game. South Park, the fractured butt hole. I mean, come on, who's not excited for this? South Park Stick of Truth was amazing. If Fractured Butthole is anything like the first one, then it will be just amazing, and I will never have a dull moment with that. I love how it's going to be superheroes now. They're not retreading the same Lord of the Rings type feel, and I can't wait to get a hold of it. I love Trey Parker and Matt Stone. The Last Guardian. Oh my goodness. Again, one of my Twitter friends was saying, like, people, The Last Guardian, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I keep hearing it, it's never going to happen. And after, like, it opened right with The Last Guardian, and then, halfway through was Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I'm like, hey, how do you feel right now? But The Last Guardian, it looked amazing, it looked beautiful, it looked like what we've expected from the creators of Shadow Colossus Eco, and it looked adorable. Like, the entire time, the Last Guardian, which I think it's actually, people are kind of connecting the dots, like this is like a baby Colossi, like from Shadow of the Colossus, but I'm not sure if that's true. It looked like a cute, dog, like he's not sure what to do. He needs the kid to know how to act, and it was just adorable, this whole companionship role. Last Guardian, coming out next year, I can't wait to play it. Unravel, this is one of, I guess not really a AAA title like the others. It's an EA game that was announced at their press conference, and it looks like it's a puzzle platformer where you're like a yarn and you can constantly like string out, and it looks adorable. It looks like a feel of Journey, Flower, Limbo mix, and I'm not complaining about that at all. And it had that little that cute naivete to it that made it look like it'd just be another charming, cute puzzle platformer. So I got that on my radar as well. And last but not least, Uncharted 4. Oh my god, it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. Oh my god, Nathan Drake, Sully, breaking fences, chasing a compound or a truck, or it was Uncharted, and if the whole game is like that we saw at Sony's and PlayStation's E3 conference, the whole series will go out with a bang. I was captivated the whole time, just like I was with the Uncharted 2 E3 stuff. Seriously, I cannot wait until early next year. My only thing with Uncharted 4, guys, is that the Uncharted 3 multiplayer director is returning for Uncharted 4's multiplayer. And my worry is that it's going to end up like a casual-fueled hell ride, like Uncharted 3 was, with so many cheap abilities, so many overpowered weapons. Like, I think every weapon was overpowered at some point in its life. And all the glitches, all the problems, all the lag issues, I don't want those to return. I want Uncharted 4's multiplayer to be more like Uncharted 2. I hope that happens, but either way, Uncharted 4 is going to be huge. I will be buying it probably even before day one. It's amazing.